Yo guys, how's everyone doing today? Good morning. Guys, let me know in the chat if you guys can see the screen and can hear me properly. We can't see the chat. Okay, fire guys, fire. Oh, good. Guys, how's your day going, guys? How's your weekend? How's your day going? Or how was your past week in terms of trading? It was a short week, so didn't get many trades, but most of the trades were were good. Just gonna wait for a couple more people to join, and then we'll start. Yeah, guys, all these green days volume is gonna be low, and Bulls having a good time right now, but soon the party will be over, and then we'll soon resume the trend that we are in a larger time frames. All right, so let's see. Is crypto looking? We'll look at crypto too. I'll look at Bitcoin along with these ETF charts. Yeah, guys, waiting for it. I'm actually building my position like 3 months out into the puts. All right, so I think we just start now, and then people will join. Discord is the best. It's going good. We had a good trades last week. We'll go through all the trades, that we took, or even on Friday or something. All right, so we're gonna start. Hello and welcome everyone into today's charting session with Big Bull here. Today I'm going to talk about ETFs. First, we're going to look at ETFs, how the market's doing, how all the ETFs looking, um, from ARC to all these ETFs in the S&P. Going to take a quick look on it, and then after that, I'm going to switch over to all the stocks out here. There are probably like 150, 180 names in here. So I'm only gonna stop. We will look at every single one of it, but I'm only gonna give time if I see a good setup, because there's no point of spending like you know 2 minutes on every single ticket. That'd be like 2 hours long, and then I don't want you guys to get bored. And then in the end, guys, again, we'll have chart requests if I miss any, in case and Q and A's in the end. Or you guys can have, if you guys see me doing something and then have a question, can ask right away in the chat. So I'll try to answer it uh, as soon as possible. So, all right, let's get right into it. So again, guys, so before starting, uh, I just wanna let you know, guys, if you see, most of you guys don't know that we started a premium room last week, and then it's going nice so far. We got a good response of all the members, and then we do live trading there every single week, which is also going pretty good. And if you guys want to be a premium member, I'm gonna drop a link, I'm gonna pin it at the top, and then you can join it, the premium room. If you guys want to check it out, we also have a free section in it. So if you guys want to check free section of the group, and because I do occasionally live trading there, and then give my place in the free trading section. So you guys can join the Discord. I'm gonna send the link to join the free Discord right now, so you guys can join. Mm, Copy, never copy. So I'm sending this in the chat right now. So that's a Discord link, guys. Hop on. Last week, well, we did live trading. I did a free live trading on Friday, and then we caught coin for 700% on coin. Let me see if I can have take a look on coin. Where was it? This one, guy. So complete trade breakdown was given right here, alerted on live, and then volume back breakout, and then it went 700%, and then closed all my it went like 1300%, I believe, but I paper handled at 700%. So that was a fire play on coin. And there were a lot good plays that we took on live. Or that was the one that we recently took on Friday. So if you guys want to check it out, the premium, you guys are most welcome. Gonna drop a link in the chat for you guys. Okay, so let's get right into the ETFs, and then let's see how the market's looking so far. So ARC uh, closed into the resistance, and then we saw some sort of rejection here on this daily candle. That was a clear breakdown of this prior support, and then retested it now. We didn't get a quite retest, in this candle. This was in the weekly, we didn't get a retest. If you Let's look at the weekly candle. Right, in the weekly we got a quite retest. This week we got a nice retest of this level, and then if we break this level, then I'm expecting more highs on RG, which would be around 42 level. Is my target here on RG. And then even if it's starting to see a red days on it, then I'm expecting bulls to show up at least for a small bounce around this level, because that was a weekly range breakout. Bulls will try to buy the dip around this level. So unless price is below this level, that'd be a good shot on RG. Let's look at ARC. If anything ARC doing, all the other ARC ETFs gonna follow this ARC name here. Uh, so price consolidating in a range here, right? Price consolidating in a sideways range, and then price bounced off this support. You probably had a nice divergence here on the weekly. So still far away from this level. Let's look at the magnets. So price is above magnets, but still sideways, low volume, weak. This side, high chance it can reject. So all the shorts probably gonna attempt to short it with the stop loss right above this candle, right? Because that's a weekly range. High chances of it rejected back down. If we break this weekly highs, 48, 20, then definitely has room up to like 50 to 50. but I'll be careful. I'll be very careful going long around this level if it gets there, right? So I think has some upside only if it breaks. Otherwise, long-term bias is still very bearish on overall markets. Or Q, same thing, right? Let's look at JETS ETF. JETS is the weakest ETF um, of all. That's the weekly chart, guys, we are looking at. So weekly bear flag breakdown, and then price just consolidating sideways here inside week. So that's interesting here. So I have my alert set at a high of the this prior week. So anything if it breaks the prior high has a chance to go up to this range here, and this range we have a gap on the weekly. And then if you look at the magnet, so right above it. So I wouldn't go long above this level, but we'll play small uh, because price still in range. There's no point of going long, right? When price still in range, price can go in there and then can reject it back down because price is still in a range, right? So anything airlines related, especially if it moves with the jets, be careful playing it. Um, and then let's look at uranium ETFs. Uranium's looking good. And let's look at the magnets. That's a daily chart, right? So anything above price is sideways. Anything above 1950 uh, break will give us a target of 2024, and price is just sideways, to be honest. Nothing really going on. So if bulls want a real trend change in uranium, they want this double bottom breakout, which they mostly claiming, they said double bottom breakout, retest, and then go higher. So that's what anything in below this level is a good shot for all the bears out there. So low volume again on this name too. Biotech is strong, guys. Biotech is pretty strong. We got the same thing right here in biotech. The last time we were discussing about it is we got this double bottom pattern, and then we retest, and then it just went higher. What's next for biotech? Let's look at nice weekly candle here. Price is approaching some resistances. So I think dip's gonna get bought in biotech because just a huge weekly range breakout. Retest probably gonna go higher, but that's a bullish engulfing on the weekly. So high chances we will see the continuation in this, and then we have a resistance around 94.40 level on the weekly, and then on the daily it'd be around 87.53 for the biotech ETF. So biotech names, I think Moderna follows XBI, and that's why it was ripping on Friday. So we'll keep an eye on all those names. What is this? Material sector is weak. So NP materials, I think, is the one that also looking weak along with this material ETF. So if materials break down this lows, it already formed this hammer. So but the thing is, bulls try to break this high, because right now they're probably not attempting. That's a hammer stop, hammer into support right here, right? Hammer into support is obviously uh, a bullish sign for any bounce, even if it's short term, if it's a long term. So what bulls want to do here right now is they made a high, made a low, and then break this prior high, and then it'd be bullish to go long in the material sector. Anything above 74 is if 74.50 is a bullish for for bulls short term, and then but then we have a resistance at 77. Break this 77 comes, and then we'll reevaluate it next week. And then below Friday lows is obviously this lows is, and this lows is your target. Last week was insane, guys. I'm gonna do some trade recaps too as the more the trade comes. right? It's probably two or three trade recaps, if I remember the trades that I took. Then any questions, you guys, you know, let me know in the chat. Communications, guys, communications. Um, I think it's a good level to go short or go long, both sides, because either if you get a rejection of this level, price is consolidating right under resistance for 2 3 days, and if we got a breakout, it'd be a nice one with a nice targets of 59, right? With a nice target of 59, and then at this point I want to see some rejection, huge consolidation, breakdown of this level, a lot of open sell orders around this level. We got to actually drop off 13% of this zone. So anything going in there will probably see an initial reaction of rejection, and then if buyer steps in above this level, and then we might break out of this level too. But again, low chances. This one is energy sector. Energy now I think energy is almost done, but this is probably the weekly demand that is bouncing off. It's a weekly demand, and then we got, yeah, energy is bullish for next week. Energy is bullish. So one level which is 72.11. I'll be watching to play the upside on XLE. Just gonna set an alert on XLE, and then let's look at the magnets. Yeah, so my target would be like intraday targets, right? Intraday, this is intraday play 72.11 on with the targets of 73.36. So if 73.36 breaks, and then we can see some highs here on energy with the targets of 77 on this one, and then 77 breaks. It will. It's not good for the markets overall. And then let's look at CL. CL's trying to bounce here uh, of this zone, the prior zone, and then let's look. Let's remove all these drawings. Right, it's most likely this is a bull flag. Is forming, or price consolidating in a downtrend channel. Right here, closed into the supply. Right, closed into the supply. This is a prior support. Price into the support. So if crude oil is not above this level, uh, which is like 110 111, then then there's no breakout confirmation on this one. Anything in this zone is a consolidation for crude oil, and then it's going higher. Let's look at DXY on top of it. So DXY is still above this long-term breakout that it gives. So into this supply here that formed in 2002, but on the weekly is looking pretty bullish, just continuing higher. This consolidation break of this weekly range, right? This weekly range consolidation pushing higher. So I think if we push more higher, if we hold this level next week, which is low of 104, 105, let's say 105 level hold on DXY, then it's probably a lot more upside left on DXY. Even if it is a range breakout we see, that would give us the targets of 108, uh, 108, almost 109 here on DXY. So that 4% uh, current levels, that'd be 2%. So that can put a lot of pressure on the markets here. DIX is going up 2% from current level, but we'll see about that. This is not a good candle on the daily. Um, this is a financials. Okay, the thing is, like if you look at this candles here, prices, definitely reversing off. We have seen some insane rallies in all these growth stocks out there. But if you look at the charts, it looks like squeeze most of, like, there's no like a real reversal. There should be, the prices are going like what 70%, 60% in like 3 days. They're up, and then if you talk about a firm, right, it is up like 70 80% in like in one week, which is not normal. right? And then which is just most likely a short coverings. Shorts are getting out, and then people will say, it was like $100. Let's look at a firm like real quick, right? Just take an example of a firm to see that now it is a like almost like 50% in just four trading days. It is a 40%, and then people are being very very bullish on it, and it was up 125% before this drop happened, and the people were like, bottom is in. And then but the thing is, guys, like when something is up like 50% or 100% in like in a week, or like in a very short amount of time, that just a clear signal of a short covering rallies. This is not normal. And then even here, guys, look at a firm, probably a huge rally of these lows in the March, or 100%, and then we got and another rally of like 80%. So this is normal. This is normal to see in all the bear markets, especially with the growth names, because they're cheap. And then even if they move like 2 3 points, they give big percentage gains. So what I mean to say, overall trend is bearish, and then red days are coming back soon. Mm. So industrial sideways action, just charting 88 50 is a good breakout level to play on industrial, same as material sector. XLK tech is into supply here on the daily, closed into the supply on the daily. So if tech is not above this zone 134.25, is bearish. And then if even if we see a rejection of this supply zone, so most of the people probably got short over the weekend. If you see all the traders buying puts, that is, this is their stop most likely, which is 134.25. 134.25 breaks, 138 is the next target. Very easy. There's like no real support, no real resistance here on the left. Break this, and then it's going to 138 for sure. And then I will have my short put trigger is at 130.67. So 130.67 breaks, what that will do is price goes into the supply, distribution is happening, and then we got a rejection, and then we also got a break of this zone here. So and then break of his zone into the supply, probably gonna get more downside. And then I'll run some alert waves on SPY when we go there. XLY, just because most of these charts are looking the same. Mm, let's just do yo. Guys, so this is the one I want to talk about, utilities, right? So last week we talked about that, this is a clear supply here on XLU on utilities name. Price is gonna go into this, and then it's gonna reject back down. If this one we talked about on Monday. I remember the last charting session that was clear. Most people were long into utilities, but you don't go long into the supply, even if you see this, huge bullish candles, and then the game plan was given. You guys could see on the chart, right? I didn't even touch this chart since last charting session, and then price didn't even cross above this level, and then we got a huge rejection of this level. So now what's next? Almost double inside days of this inside day, and this is also inside day. So a lot of accumulation or distributions happening um, inside this candle. So any break of this low would give us a good short target on on utilities, but can also play on this low break here too on utilities for the upside. So now the price is rejected of this level, this prior supply. So I want to play this supply break here. So I want to see bulls clear all this supply, and then go bullish on utilities, and then they go bullish on utilities, and then there's a huge supply at this level back again. So a lot of overhead supply to clear to be bullish on utilities. Oh my god, guys. And then we have IWM, small caps. Your chart looking like shit. Uh, easy to read, guys. The thing is, like, the more indicators you're gonna have on your charts, the less price actions you're gonna see, the more bias you're gonna get. So remove all those indicators from the charts, and then you will only have one bias always. So indicators give you, even volume gives you, bias. Even the red or green candle. I was talking to the members on the live yesterday that, someone asked, how do you see the volume? And then volume also gives you a bias if it's red or green, because if you are on 15 minute, you see the green volume and it's a breakout, you get it. And then if you go into smaller time frame, let's say 5 minutes, you see the red, and then you get confused what to do. So to remove that, I only have a single color volume, because as long as a volume is, all I want to see is a volume coming in, into the name, and then get into the play. So really good example I will show you when I go on the coin chart. IWM. So again, close into the supply right here, and then if it's not above 178.10 level, not gonna get bullish, and then same low here as IWM to go short, because that's the range breakout. So if this range breakout fails, a small range breakout failed, and then you'll be in an easy target for this low here for IWM. And then if you look at the time frames, guys, right? This is another bear flag forming on the daily chart. I don't know the reason to be bullish on on anything right now. So we have semiconductor ETF right after semiconductors, weakest among all the sectors here, who has still some catch up to do on semis. So semis definitely on high watch. If we are green next week or we are sideways next week, I think semis can push higher. Mm. So semis, watching this daily level, which is 210. 210, break of 210 would be a good one on semis to play, but just be mindful of this supply here. That's a daily supply right here, because price came and then we got rally, we formed a base, and then we dropped, printed new low. So anything goes into this supply, probably gonna get initial reaction of rejection, and then that, let's see if that pullback gets bought off, or this is a good supply to go short for new lows. We'll find out. um, Q, same chart as XLK, same chart, same levels, same targets, just different numbers. So even if we break this level, we're gonna go to 302, and then this level breaks. First target would be 285.90, and then 285.90 breaks, 282.45, and then this low here. Right. I stopped looking at DAA chart. To be honest, I didn't even look at this chart in so long. Um, so another huge bear flag in play. Anything prop price is consolidating into the zigzag. I'm going to show you on SPY chart right now. How's the longer term, and how, I mean, what are the waves saying basically on the chart, right? So SPY, same chart, same levels, but lagging here compared to Qs here. So let's say if Qs goes to this level, which is this consolidation. So I think SPY just gonna fill this, gap, or probably, somewhere around here, and then reject back down. But if we look at the longer term picture here, if we look at the waves, let's see what waves are saying. Let me do a quick count on it. 1, 2, 3. So that will give us one. That's actually one. That's two. Let's start from the count here, because and we have this wave one, wave two, this wave three, and then wave four, and then wave five from here. And then we had wave one, two, three, four, and then five waves from here, A, B, C wave to the upside. Mm, and then we had this huge W forming, and there's X, and then there is Y, uh, is we are working on right now, and then this is huge A, B, and then C. We are working on it right now. So on a larger degree, that's what the count looks like. That's the bear count. I think this is the most accurate count right now in the market. Any bullish count, there's there is zero reason. If you look at macro environments, zero reason to have a bullish count in this market. And then now let's see in a smaller time frame how that should look. uh, so correction happens in ABC pattern, right? So A, B, so C is happening right here. We see in the past, we got this A, B, and then C correction happened to the upside. So anything, in my opinion, uh, we got this level 100% right here. And if we look at this whole rally retracement, which would give us and almost the same targets for wave C around this zone. So anything price is in this zone, let's say price is in this zone, would give us a really good shot on SPY to print new lows here on the daily chart. And then if we look at on the chart, even at these levels, because price close into the supply, this wave can end here. This wave can end right here, and then we can see some new lows. Price don't have to go and then push it in there, because right now we are working with the hidden bearish divergence on the daily chart. Price is made a low here, and then higher lows in price, and then this highs in the RSI or any momentum indicator out there. So not a good look on the daily chart. I think we will see some lows pretty soon on SPY. All this bull run is about to get over. So that was my thesis on SPY. Any bull count is gonna get invalid in future for sure. Mm, any more questions, guys? Let me know in the chat. And then we have a double A. This thing is looking bearish, guys. This thing is looking bearish. So probably number one shot going into next week is my level would be of 44.30. If it breaks to 44.30, I'm probably gonna get into puts long only above this level, which is 46.67. Um, thanks, guys. Apple again, guys. Look at this Apple again, close into this supply right here. Look at this huge supply. This was a huge supply right here. Why is a huge supply again, guys? Same thing. Uh, price, came, and then we got this small rally. We formed a base, and then we dropped hard, and then now price found this higher low, break it, and then goes into the supply. We might see initial reaction of this level. Let's see if that level held for bears to push it back down on Apple. Guys, do not care about this trend line. These are fakes. These are fakes, guys. This is like, what do you think, guys? All these traders, all these banks out there, they care about this trend line break and then to trade the breakout. Zero chances, guys. Zero chances that they play this trend line break. These are all just to fool all these retail traders out there, who trades on trend lines and breaks the real deal is supply and demand, guys. Real deal is supply and demand. Real deal is algos. They trade on these retracements. They trade on these fib extensions and all that. They're programmed in a way. They all these machines out there. They algos. They don't program in a way to play the trend line breakout, right? They only program in a way to play the horizontal levels or to play the supplies area, which is more supply. Let's look at this. Um, this chart here on the volume profile side. Right, so this is the more volume, this is the more sell volume happened in the past. Algo is going to activate it in this level. They're going to try sell it, push it back down, or if there are more buy algos, there are more demand. and then we're gonna pass this zone here. This is a volume gap. I'm probably gonna go there and reject it back down, right? So that's how price works. Trend lines are just fake. I mean, use it, but use it within confluence with the level with the horizontal levels. Airbnb looks like has some room to the upside, so probably gonna set an alert at 98.19 with the targets of. This looks like a good resistance here on the daily chart. $100 also is psych level. Uh, we play ABT. Don't mind. Okay, this is good. Because right now, if you think like someone asking if you're a bearish on SPY, don't you think Apple is going to hit supply zone and sell off big? And Apple can go off and right now it's in supply. This is close into the supply right here. This is a supply. This is a base. This is where the distribution happened, right? This is where this big move started off. This big dump started. A lot of open sell orders. Price just went into the supply, and then probably we'll see a rejection of this level. But right now the market is pretty disconnected. If you guys see, SPY is doing own thing. Every single sector is doing own thing. Nothing is following SPY at this level. At this point, if we see AMC is ripping, and then we have AMDs at the lows here, and then SPY sideways, Qs are sideways, semis are hella weak, and all that, right? So a lot of disconnection here, right, in the market. So what I would say, just I'm just playing levels to levels in this market. I don't even look at anymore for any more confirmation. As long as my levels break, price go into the supply. I do not care what SPY is doing, what Apple is doing. If Apple is in a supply, I'm gonna short it even if Qs are strong, right? So most of the stuff is disconnected, but everything will be connected once again when we continue the trend we had in the past, which is bearish. A good breakout level to play next week would be a 24 12 on the daily chart with the targets of 26 22 with the first target, and then second target would be 28 bucks, and then formed a demand here, formed this short demand on the daily chart, because this, and then price formed here and then shot up almost 20%, bearish engulfing inside candle almost, and then any dips to this level probably going to get bought. So anything below this zone here is a good shot for a firm. Yes, guys, this will be recorded and then posted on YouTube as soon as I finished. AMAT. AMAT is a good one to play. So price in this sideways range for 2 days. So any break of any side, we have this small gap to fill to the downside, and then gap to fill on this, and then we have also this level to go to. So anything break either side would give us a good targets on AMAT. Let's see the deal. Yeah, definitely a good one. AMC having trouble, guys. AMC having trouble, but it's one of the highest close since like what? Um, highest close since like May. Since like May starting. So it's been like in 2-3 months, it's the highest close on AMC, but still not out of the woods. Supply here, and then I'm gonna be watching this high. So 1531 on to break to the upside and then play it, because the only reason that I'm interested in AMC right now is just by looking at this weekly volume profile. It can be bullish, it can be bearish, but right now, as far as we see the price is just a huge volume bar. Look at it, guys. It never been accumulated this much in this range, never in here or in here or in this zone. Huge volume bars that never seen before. So anything break above, if this lows here or this highs, which is around 15 bucks or 15 and a half, break above this, I think we can see a real good squeeze on AMC. So definitely on very high alert AMC to play any side. So keep it on your watch every single day, guys. Um, it's always in my green list. It's been like it's been like 1 week. Um, so AMD again, guys. This is probably break and retest. If this is a break and retest on AMD, then I'm gonna play this breakdown of 76.86. I'm gonna set an alert here, and for bullish, I'll be looking to get calls above this Friday close. Above Friday close, so AMD is most likely I'm gonna play compared to other semis out there. Probably will play MU2 along. We'll also have Qualcomm on watch. So three names on semis I'll be watching going next week. Amazon inside day on Amazon. So not gonna set alerts on all the queues names out there, right? So only gonna play a couple queues names on, but Amazon will give you levels. So above this highs, it would give us a good target for bulls to go to 120 because price made a high here, low, and then working on to make a new high. If make a new high, then can go into this supply before we see some sort of reaction from bears. Okay, okay. What's next? Here we go. Another Sammy name, I believe. Nothing going on. The spreads are so shitty on this name. I don't know why I have this name on my list for so long. Let's clear these charts out, guys. Always clear your charts. Always clear. Don't have this expired support and resistance on your chart. It just cluster of support and resistance. You only need like what couple, like 3 to 5 support and resistance in total on your chart, and then you're good. That's it. You don't need but 20 support and resistance on your chart. Like that would also create so much bias, guys. Like there's also create so much bias. If you look at on American Express, you know I only have these two levels on American Express. If it breaks this highs, I'm gonna play the breakout to the upside with the targets of very clear targets. On this one, it's going to break 143. Is probably going to 146 around here. Hold this level and then break this highs and break these lows. We have some targets around here, and then there's no reason to go into 15-minute time frame, guys, and then have a support here, and then have a support around this level, and then we have a resistance at this level. Like gonna get a lot of bias. So market levels on the daily, wait for your targets to get hit, and then take your profits. That's it. It's that simple, guys. Keep it simple. B is struggling a lot. B is struggling a lot under this level. If it soon is not get above this level anytime soon, huge dump coming in this name. We got this break and retest of this prior supply right here. Breakdown never got a retest of this level. Finally got a retest of this level after a couple months, and then rejected back down. Now price is just consolidating under the resistance. Let's see which way price moves. I'm gonna have my put trigger at 137.46 with the targets of 134.50. Also, the second target would be 131.50 on it. So anything above 142, then I would consider to play the breakout on this one. This is also a big level. Look how many times got rejected at this level. Baba rejected back down of this supply right here. I don't even like to play this Chinese name, guys, to be honest. Just skip. Bank of America has a good setup. If you break this loose, not gonna play the upside on it. Has some resistance price consolidating in a zone, and then we also had this bear flag breakdown, right? So on the downside, I'll have 31.47 as my level, and then my first target would be $31 on this one because this is a gap right here. Yo, BBY, Best Buy. Okay, it's a good looking chart. Yo, guys, I also remember something. So I'll show you after this one. So BBY, Best Buy, 72 is a good level. I'm gonna set an alert at 72. Big level for BBY. So anything above 72 is a good shot. I mean, good long here above this level with the targets of 75. So 3 point move intraday. I think it can move 3 points in intraday on break this level. So definitely on watch here, going this into this week. Beyond, guys, look at this squeeze, guys. Look at this squeeze with all our premium members, caught this squeeze around this zone here, I believe, and then it just squeezed out. I only caught, some of it. This candle, I believe, this candle I caught only 50 to 60% move of this candle, but I didn't catch this move. But what we did talk about, this move was coming, even though market was sideways, but we saw this move coming. I think some of the team members also banged on it too, because the reason, guys, the reason was for me to go. I think I posted on Twitter too about this one. If you guys follow on Twitter, I posted this setup before the squeeze happened and said this has the squeeze look on beyond. Let me find. Yeah, I found it. So right here, so daily closed above key level right here. Daily inversion had rules setting up, and a massive volume shelf building around price. Perfect squeeze candidate, guys. Perfect squeeze candidate posted on 5 July. So the reason, the volume shelf, same as AMC, huge volume shelf building around price, going into with bullish setup, and then squeeze happened, and then we got almost a 32% of move in just 1 week. So guys, so when squeeze comes, then we see these type of big moves, and big money can be made. And then now approaching this resistance right here, if it goes there, should be an easy shot. C is a good one. I mean, with the banks, all the banks are looking weak. So 46.61, I'll be looking to place downside on it with the targets of this low here, which it formed recently, and then break this, and then it's also gonna go to 45.28 next for the bullish. Don't worry about it. Cat. Okay, cat is a good one. I'm gonna set an alert on both sides. Guys, how many alerts we got already? 11. Okay. I don't wanna have more than 50 alerts. So 182.53 uh, for the upside, and then 176 48 for the downside, and then we have a gap to fill for the downside at 172.20, and for the upside we also have some ranges here, no resistance on the side. So price deal in the sideways, any side break would be a good play for sure. Yo, CCJ deal is a price consolidating in its sideways. So it most likely is a sideways correction going on right now. A sideways correction going on before we see some lows here. So this is my invalidation level for my this target for 15. So far it followed the waves perfectly. I started charting it around this level and then shorted it here, went long around here somewhere, and then sold the top and this candle when the news came out for the Biden, and then we dumped hard, got puts, banged down on this whole move here. Also caught some of this move here. I think most of you probably know I call this, that price is gonna come here, consolidate in a bear flag, and then we're gonna dump here. So all these moves, guys, called beforehand before they happened, thanks to my waves there. So for now, price in a consolidation range, nothing's happening. Okay, CCL. CSL is weak, so I'm just gonna put in the green one to see how it reacts on going forward. So Chewy, I think Squeeze time has come to short pretty soon because this thing also ran a lot in past. So how much it be? 108%. Come on. Price into supply, right? I think we can probably, if it goes there, this zone, that's a fresh supply here, right? That's a fresh supply zone, right? Going and probably dump back down, or we probably see some sort of reaction around this level. So if we break this highs, price is in a bullish, I'm gonna be bullish. I don't want to bearish because price is squeezing right now and has a gap to fill. So 45.68 level, I'll be watching to break to play the gap fill here, the small gap. CLF, okay, it's too much. Comcast. Price just consolidating in this bear flag on Comcast. This is a good name to play. This is a good name to play. The contracts are not that uh, that wide the spread, but and the thing is with Comcast, it doesn't gap down or gap up, so we can play this every day. If it breaks some good level, then it moves really nicely. So should be on your watch list. Coin, guys, here comes a coin, 700% play for Friday, and then I'm gonna quickly go through how I played it. So I had two targets for coin. I looked at the daily chart. I think I was looking at the daily chart. So yeah, this target. So I had this zone on marked, prior day highs. I was watching this prior day highs to play the breakout, and then if this breaks out, this there was a no real level here on the left side, no real resistance until this one, because this is a level where price rejected in the past and then made a low here. So this was obviously a good level to have your targets. And then if this level breaks, so this is a level where price rejected in the past, right? uh, and then so this would be my second target on coin. Wasn't expecting coin to go above this level at all. Laid out all this plan in the live trading that we did on Friday, and then the reason was for it to get into the play was by looking at the 50-minute range, right? I was looking at 15-minute range, and this range got a fake out right here. This range got a fake out. If price is consolidating under the resistance, break down, and then instantly pushed back into the range back again. So that's a bear trap right here. And then after the bear trap, if we break the upside or vice versa, right? Oh shit. All good, guys. Don't worry. Um, and then I was looking at the volume to play with. And then I was looking at 5-minute chart, I guess, and then it started to, it started touching it and then, going down. And then instantly, guys, instantly you see this volume spike. And then I was talking about this coin and this candle that I'm going to get into calls. It does look like it has that squeeze look after looking at this breakout. It is fake out here. And then I was looking at this 15-minute candle, and then this volume spike came in huge, right? And then if we look at 1 minute, if you look at this 1 minute chart and look at this volume spike on this breakout, right? Look at this volume spike right here in this candle. Volume came in, bullish engulfing, huge volume, and then squeezes here. Contracts went 700% in 30 minutes. So one hell of a play. Every single minute, the contracts were increasing every single minute for 30 minutes. So it's insane play on coin. And what's next? So if we're not above this level, there's no reason to go long on coin at all. Costco, another name consolidating in this huge bear flag, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. Then we have, okay, it's almost time. It's almost time, guys, for Costco. We have Little bit more upside left, I guess. But I think any more upside is short's gonna get more active in the name, and they're probably gonna get shut down. So I'll be watching around this zone to go short on Costco. This is a zone, I think a long-term play can be in play here. I mean, long-term short should give us around 320 target on Costco. I know seems like a lot, but when it happens, it happens. So bear flag, even if we take this huge bear flag breakdown from this highs, still give us a $300 target on Costco before going long on a long term on it. So let's see how that plays out. CRM, Coop, nothing. CRM, same thing. CRM. I chart this CRM chart, guys, every single day, and then guess what? I only pay like 2 times in this whole thing. I'm charting it every single day. I don't know. Whenever I get a CRM alert, I don't know. I just don't want to get in. I don't know what the reason behind it, but I just never get into this play. So crowd looks like the same thing as Costco, right? Huge bear flag setting up, and then we have this huge ABC in play, just like here, ABC, huge WXY correction in play. It looks like incorrect. The price still needs to correct a bit for it to move higher. And then my targets are about $100, $110 on this one. So almost a 50% downside from crowd from current levels if we held on this level here. So let's see what plays out. I think the next drop is gonna be the even bigger one that we saw, and then the bottom will be in for sure after that. CVS, okay, this is a good shot. This is a good shot below this level here, which is 93.33. Anything below breaks, and then next low comes on it one with the targets of 92.27. CVS guys, XLE was looking strong. Let's see. So this name is also okay. This is also looks like we completed the 5 move down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we do look like we completed the 5 move 5 waves down on this one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's probably working on A, B, C to the upside, right? So let's see how that plays out. So even if we get some nice targets here around 160, 150, right? We'll see about that. But for the daily levels, I have same levels as XLE 145, 42, because it just follows exact thing as XLE with the targets of 147, 81 on it. Your Delta, all these airlines are look like shit. So I will have for Delta Airlines. I want to play Delta Airlines short. The level will be 29, 19. Anything below is game over. DoorDash, don't worry about it. DBX, nah. Datadog. Price into this daily supply under it. So the one way to play the rejection, guys, is always play the rejection candle low here. So if we break this low on this week, that'd be a good sign to play the downside, and anything above this zone would give us a good not good targets, but not until this level breaks. So some intraday targets here on DDOG, both sides. DE, so spreads are shitty. DG, I don't know, this is a slow mo, this is a chop name. I would never play this name. Okay, this is a good one. This does look like a good one. So I'm gonna set an alert at the lows here, 95.37. Break that and 94 comes on this name. Only bullish if we break 98.16 on the daily. Dollar Tree is a good name compared to DG especially, and then nice spreads, and it moves also nicely compared to DG. So I'm gonna set an alert at the highs. Price needs to consolidate, guys. Price needs to consolidate after a big move. Needs to consolidate before a next leg higher, right? So 170.42 is a good level to play the breakout on it. DocuSign, I mean. So two good levels on it. Price into this daily supply here, huge supply zone. Price into it, and then if we break this lows, which is 63.47, then I'm gonna play the downside on it, and then upside only if we break this highs. And then if we break this highs, then I think this thing can push higher, because there's a W pattern, break it to the highs, and then that's the next clear resistance on it, which is like 81. So a good name to keep an eye on both sides. No. N-phase energy, okay, N-phase energy. I mean, if energy is bullish, I think N-phase can see some big moves. The reason is, I think some people might call this thing is like cup and handle, right? And then of this breakout as we go higher. So I'm just gonna set an alert in this range here. Let's see how's the volume profile looking. I mean, it's all right. The price is above this huge zone here, and then we have some gaps here in the volume around this zone. So we can see some price to push up to like 240 on this break. So definitely on watch. Yo guys, how you guys liking it so far? Let me know in the chat. I don't want you guys to go to sleep. You guys like it? Let me know in the chat. XP, we have Ford. Okay, Ford is a good one. Okay, Ford, I'm gonna set an alert at the highs, because price probably in the daily uptrend. And then for any shorts, I think we have, this is a good level to play a downside on it, on Ford. So I'm gonna play the setups. FCX, okay, F6 is a bad one. FCX, this does not look good. I mean, along with copper, aluminium, you know, these things doesn't look nice. All right, nice guys. Love to hear it, guys. Love to hear it. And then FCX. I mean, if I wanna play FCX, I'll just play double A, right? So let's just play double A. You know, we talked about it. You know, this does not break the level yet. F6 already. So I'll just keep an eye on double A. FedEx, the shitty name to trade. I got a big L in this one last month. The price action just sucks in this name. Not gonna lie. This is a Chinese GDX, guys. This was the play that we got. Then the day we went live on Discord, the first day, I think this is a play we got. I think for 90%, or it was the second day. I don't know. So, but it was a 90% play on this range breakdown. Pretty fire play. So for this week, I'm watching this low here, 2680 level, break 2680, and then it just going to the same low here, which is 2646, and then 26 is the next level. So bullish, can be bullish above this level, only intraday. GM rejection, guys. Okay, this is a good one. So I'm gonna have my alert. So now if we play, so this is the clear range now, right? So this is a clear range. So after it goes into the supply, you know, this is a fake out, and then when price breaks a support or any range or any pattern that formed under the supply or over the demand, after rejection, to play that Um, to play that support or resistance break after rejection is always a high probability play. If GM breaks is low, I think it would give us a good trade for sure. Let's find a good support and resistance on this name. Okay, this has a gap too. This thing's done on this break. So 31.23 is the next target. And then if we want to play the intraday, I can have this level to play with the downside. But these are two levels I'll be watching for sure. Does it is it forming this bear flag? Yo, also forming this bear flag too on the 1 hour. So definitely on watch. GameStop. GameStop pump and dump. Inside candle. Low, this low breaks. Easy shot. I'm actually waiting for GameStop to break this low and so I can play this huge dump here on it. And then if we break this highs, you guys know what it means. Google, the only name that breaks out of the supply. Interesting. The split is coming, so you might see the pump on it. So if we hold this level 2683, this is a breakout level. Hold this level, market in white. Hold this level, this is a breakout level, and then it's probably going to this zone here, which is 2460 on that break. So low risk play here for the upside. Another bank week. HD, fake out on HD. Gap got filled almost, partial gap filled, and price closed under it on low volume. So now this is the range that we're talking about. So this low here on breaks on HD, right? So that's a clear range here. Right, clear range, break down, retest, dump it back down. HLT, okay, HLT is a good one. So HLT, I'm actually waiting for HLT to break this low here, 108.40. 108.40 breaks, 104.80 comes, and then 100 comes after that. So definitely have my alert set for this week if it goes there. Hood, I don't play hood. HPQ, it will give us a good shot in my opinion. Why? Because what happens is, guys, after we dump, price always correct in ABC. We really that's how price moves. Basically price moves in ABC patterns, price moves in a zigzag correction, and then we are seeing the same thing in here, A, B, C in here, and then this is also a correction. And then let's look into 1 hour. This is another like a small ABC pattern forming. And then if you look at the daily chart, another ABC is forming into the supply right here. So anything in this box, also look at the supply right here on the left. Huge supply on the left, price going there would be a good shot with the low risk, and then dump it back down to 27 on it, where we see some support here, right? When some demand for a bounce. So okay, so how do you determine your stop after entering off a daily level next week support? So my stop is the same level I got an entry in, right? So let's say this is the Intel play. So this is the Intel. Let's say tomorrow, let's look at good one which the price is near resistance, which was that's a Google was a good example. So now let's say price is breaking out of this level, right? So let's say price is breaking out of this level, and then I'm gonna go into 15-minute chart, and I'm gonna play the breakout on it. So I'm playing the breakout, price breaks out of this level, and then retested it. I got my entry on the retest, and then I'm gonna play the upside. So this is the level where I got my entry in. Right, this is the level where I got my initial entry, and then anything if next can, because I'm playing it intraday, I'm not swinging it, I'm not doing anything. So if I'm swinging, then obviously I'll have a daily low as my stop, because I will have more time on my contracts, and then they be less drawdown on the contracts compared to the playing the weeklies here in this zone. So if I'm playing weeklies, then the same breakout level that it broke out from would be my stop, and then first I would wait my 15-minute candle to close above my level, and then might take one third of a size or one fourth of a size in this candle, so I don't miss the move if we don't get the breakout, if we don't get the retest. And then if I get the retest, then most likely I'll add my full size on this retest, because at this level my risk is like nothing here compared to getting it here in this zone, because price can easily retest at this level and then get into the play. And then my stop would be if next 15-minute candle closed below my level, then I'm out of a play. I don't need to I don't want to stay in a play anymore. So then I will watch it this level again to get a entry on the level again. A good example on this one was Netflix with trade we got, and then I got faked out on Netflix. The setup was there, everything was there, but I got stopped out on this one. Is I was watching this candle. I was watching this level to break out of Netflix, right? So this is a good level, prior highs. It's broke out, and then I got an entry in this candle, and then I was waiting for it to retest to add my full size on it, but we never got a retest, and then price just closed under my level, and then was completely rejecting this level again. So I was out on my position, and then next thing it did is faked me out, and then just same level has some resistance, breakout, retested the same candle, and then went a lot higher. So if it's breaking out again, there's should get a trade again when it breaks to the same level basically. So good example. Another one, AMC, is I was watching this level here on AMC yesterday on Friday, and then we got this breakout, and then everyone was like, we should go long on AMC at this zone. The thing is, if you guys going long in AMC around this level, your stop is still this prior highs, right? Your risk is still a lot around this zone, which is like what, two almost 40 cents risk on your weeklies contracts, when you can just wait for price to come back to your level and then get a entry right here. So this was the low was mentioned on live 17 1468. The low was mentioned on live that it can come. I was like, this is gonna come here, and then we will see a bounce. It perfectly came to this level to the T, and then got a retest, and then I missed my entry. I was looking at something else, and then we got this perfect retest, and then we got a bounce of this level. But thing is, getting an entry at this level would give us a more risk, less risk, and then more reward here, because my stop loss is still this one candle closing below. I am out. So instead of here, take a entry here with a low risk. So that's how I set my stop loss. That's how I measure my risk to reward ratios using my daily levels and by trading 15-minute chart. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you guys understood this one. KSC, nothing going on. Well, actually, yeah, never mind. KRLC. Lucid breakdown. Okay, as all these EVs are having these fake outs, but bull seeing this bullish pattern here. I don't want to play Lucid. Lee can squeeze more. Okay, it can squeeze more. So if Lee's make any new highs, it's just game over for Lee. I'm telling you this. If Lee makes new highs, then it's probably gonna come back down a lot. This I'm actually waiting for. Lee to make new highs, double top it, and then go heavy size short on Lee around this zone here, 47. LMT, nah. What are the charts, guys? It's sideways action, guys. No levels here. LRCX, shitty spreads. Lulu also shitty spreads. Love. Let's set an alert for the upside on love. At 37.12 with the targets of 38.22. How many alerts we got? Oh, we only at 27. Guys, lift is a good one. Lift is a good one. Set your alerts, both sides. Set your alerts. So breakdown of this range or this daily bear flag or whatever you want to call it, it'd be a good shot. And then with the good targets, of $10. Okay, so 13, 12, 11, 10. So stay stepping down on this lift if we break this level here. Mara breakout. Okay, I don't like this. These names of huge volume, guys. But okay, that's a good one. Let's just keep an eye on Mara next week. So if we squeeze more, then we can play. And then the daily supply is far now. This is a daily supply. This is a daily supply right here. Meta is a good one. I'm gonna set another on Meta for the upside, because if we break this high, it has some small gap to fill, and then if we reject off this level, this is a good shot too. So I'm gonna watch 167.81 for both sides. So definitely on high watch for both sides. You guys, if you guys want to learn how I trade, all my trading strategies, how I trade the magnets, how I trade all these breakdowns, how I take my trades, link it in the chat up one. You can welcome to check it out, the Discord that just made last week. So I recorded, I think, a 1.5 hour long video of me explaining how I trade using these magnets on the daily chart, on the 15-minute chart, or how I manage my trade, how I manage to score all these bangers basically, and then how I hold for a long time just using this magnet. So if you guys want to check it out, there's a link in the chat. MP. Okay, materials, guys. Materials, we talked about it. Industrial side, they're looking weak. So MP is also looking weak. So I'm gonna set an alert on MP here at 30.77 for the downside. And market, this is no. You look at the squeeze here, guys. Look at the squeeze. Price into the supply here right now. Price into the supply. So only watching this level here. So if we break this level, or if we goes here, then it would give us a good shot. Excuse me, guys. Can you also drink some water? Fucking my coffee got cold, guys. That sucks. I got so much into charting that I even forgot about my coffee. I gotta make a new one now. So Morgan Stanley, okay, we already have banks, guys. We already have banks, so no worries. Microsoft now, because we already have a couple of Q's names in the watch list. There's no reason to have a couple of Q's names in your watch list. But MU, I'm gonna have a short trigger. NEE, this energy name. Huge downtrend under it. Oh, same. I don't know why. Just gets so much into the charting, just charting the levels and stuff. I even slept at like I don't know 2 3 a.m. this morning. I was just looking at different charts of I was looking at some of the charts in here, and then I just started doing Elliott waves on it, and then it just by the time I looked at the clock, it was 3 a.m. Netflix. Oh no, Netflix. Nike is a good one. Nike is a good one. Nike gonna set an alert at 108.86, 108.66 actually, 108.66 breaks. Let's go into 1 hour and then find some more levels on Nike. So I would have this target, very small intraday target here. Okay, who's calling me? Wait a second, guys. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Oh, we turned the ring. Going to be going to build up actually. We wanted the bigger diamond size, and then we found, and then we returned the ring at another people's store. Yeah, we went to two people's store with two three different people. We didn't find the people we actually looking for, and then because I was looking for same ring in A, one carat, the under diamond size. So I got it now. It was because it was right in front of me. It's excellent. You too. Thank you. Bye. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. So Nike, guys, we're talking about Nike, and Nike has little upside on it. So we'll see. Now, guys, shitty spreads on now. I don't know why I have these names on my watch list. Nvidia is a good one. Nvidia, I'm gonna set an alert up the highs at 160.53 with the targets of 166.33 for the upside. Oh, this is an oil name. Okay. Octa. Octa, I'm actually gonna have a short alert in here. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna dump. 99.90 is the level I'll be watching for it to dump. On. Okay, this is a good one. It's better than not good either in this one. Oracle overstock. Okay, overstock. Overstock's looking weak. Anything below 26, 26.30 is a good shot. I think it's also forming this bear flag. This is actually a good one, guys. So 26.30 is the breakdown level I'll be looking at on overstock to play the downside. What is this rejection on Oxy? Did Warren Buffett sell or what? I don't know why they're buying energy now. Pan W. Okay, this is a bullish one, but I don't want to go long. This is also a bad one, guys. I don't know why I have. Okay, let's just remove all these names from watch list. Pins. Pan. Pepsi here. Pepsi is going up. All I mean, all these utility names. They just they reverse to the market. So if they're going up, market's gonna go down clearly. Pfizer. Okay, Pfizer's a weak one. Can we short it? No, we can't. PG looking weak compared to Coke or Pepsi. So let's see if you can play the breakdown. How many lots we got? I don't have too many lots. I just put it into the green one to see, just to over the week. So pin sideways action, guys. So any range break to either side would give us a good targets. On pins 21.52 is a good one. And then I have 21.52 as my target. Break this low here, and then we can test these lows here, which is 1872. PayPal undercut off this support here, and then anything below or above. I think the same levels as Qs, so no reason to play. Okay, Qualcomm looks like a bullish close into the supply, so should be on the watch. I mean, if I'm playing like one or two semis already, so there's no reason to look at like five different semis. Yo, those self-warming mugs are nice. I was looking to get one. I'm probably gonna get one. Well, looks like a price is consolidating in this huge rising wedge here, right? So this is a good level to go short on Roblox, which is 37.43. Anything between below this level is a definitely good shot. RCL looks like it's dumpy mode here. Gonna get active soon. As long as it's below this level, 36.65, I think we can see some lows here on RCL. Rivian, I don't know about this name. This name's move so weird until this, like after 10th May. This is completely disconnected from the market, guys. Completely disconnected. Just doing its own thing every single day. I don't know what it is called, guys. It's something from E, I guess. Drop the name. Drop the name. RTX prices consolidating sideways. Airbnb, yeah, I did look at the Airbnb already. You can go back and see. Okay, Starbucks. Guys, look at this. Most of these names are consolidating sideways, right? Consolidating in sideways range. Either we break these highs and then we're going to easy trade, so we break this low of the range. You guys know the deal, guys. Charles Schwab, okay, one of the banks that are strong. So we can have alert at 64.56, break with the targets of 65, 40 here. Yeah, this is Amber Mugs. Yeah, I didn't even need that. So SC sideways action. So I want SC to break this low here to go short on it, which is 73.82 level. I'm watching to go short with the targets of 71.62. Shopify is actually looking like it's a bear flag consolidation. Right, but bear flag doesn't mean anything unless we don't break some lows here, which would be the Friday lows. Break Friday lows and then it's game over for Shopify. Silver, guys, silver's looking weak. Guys, keep an eye on Snap. I mean, for the upside, just like Doku chart. right? Doku was also had this huge gap, and then I think Snap is kind of the same thing. Like, I mean, if we break, then that's a bullish pattern right here. So definitely on high watch. If we break this 1534, going into next couple weeks, and then needs to hold this support here, which is 1408. We form this form this small demand here in this range. So if stays above this level, then it can definitely push higher. Snow, let's look at snow. Break and retest of this level, guys. Break and retest of this level of this huge range. If we failed, and then you guys know, consolidation under the resistance breaks, dump comes, and then snow can be a good example if we break this lows here. Yo guys, I quickly remember something on SPY. Everyone was going long on SPY on everyone was going long on SPY when we break this highs here on SPY. Which was, I don't know, which was this one, prior day high. This was prior day high. Everyone was waiting for it to break. Let's go into 50-minute and see. Going to 15-minute, and then everyone was like, if we break this prior highs, market is bullish. It's gonna keep going to the upside. It's gonna hit this target 393. I'm bullish. I'm into calls. All the Fintude bought calls, and then we were live at that point. And then what I saw is I went back into this 4-hour time frame, and then I saw the supply. So I saw this. I think I was in ES. I was on ES. So yes, I was on ES. So in 4 hours, I went on the ES chart and then saw this rising wedge into the supply right here. This was a 4-hour supply, right? So this was a clear 4-hour supply. Price touched it the first time in 4 hours. In 15 minutes, a perfect world scenario for break and retest traders. Right here, everyone bought the dip here, the breaks, retest, but supply and demand, guys. Supply and demand is always on top, above everything, above every strategy in the world. And then call the shot in here, and then people in the chat can confirm if they were live yesterday, and then we got a dump of almost 40 points after hitting this supply, call the top perfectly. So even if your levels are breaking, so what I want to say is, even if your levels are breaking, so always be mindful of what's on the left, especially in the larger time frames, because larger time frame supply zones have more impact on price. They can reverse the price heavily compared to the smaller time frames, break and retest. So always have those zones marked on your charts so you don't get faked out in a play anytime. Square sideways action, you guys know what to do. Okay, this is a good one. This has a look, so definitely on high watch. So watching Friday lows, basically your 2075 breaks, and then 2054 comes on that. Who's calling? Hello. I'm pretty good. How are you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I'll be there in an hour. So can you make a note under my account so next time I come? So no. All right. Thanks. Thanks a lot. All right, thanks a lot. I'll be there soon. Thank you. All right, so this guy called me. He's like, like I went for my car service today, and then he's like, beside all change, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I was like, dude, calm down. I was a mechanic before I know how this stuff works. So target 147.47 is a good level to play the downside on it. Let's see if the magnets holding the magnet. No, I don't want to short it. T-Mobile, TripAdvisor, Tesla. Okay, Tesla is a good one. I think Tesla already up 2% after hours, just because the Twitter news. I think Twitter is a good shot going to next week for sure. Twitter is also on high watch. Tupperware has not seeing many good setups. Like you see the setups, and you be like, yo, this is a setup that I wanna go full port on. Tvilius bear flag setting up just like SC, I guess, and then it will confirm if we break this 87 63 level on it. So but I'm gonna have my level in here. I'm gonna set the 9042 break on this one for Tvilius to play the downside. Oh, look at that Twitter, guys. I think it's most likely gonna dump, so definitely on high watch. Gonna put it on green. Broke this big level on the daily on some volume, so news was already out before. This is also a good one to play, just like Snap and Doku. As it's in this huge range price, making this head and shoulder on the daily, and then we break the size, can go higher a lot. Let's look at the volume profile. What the volume profile says: huge volume profile breakout. Uh, no volume traded in this zone, so can definitely push higher if we break this higher. So on watch for a swing for sure if we break this highs only. So gonna set an alert at the highs. What is okay, and then we have UNH, no, UPS, no, because UPS I only wanna go long on UPS if we break this 190, because this is not a good candle that I wanna go long in this range here, right? So pass this supply and then we'll talk, guys. Upstart, watch for it to break down this lows here, then this is game over. So I think it can consolidate here for some time, for some days, and then it can dump, but we'll reevaluate it. But for right now, it's not a good risk to reward for shorts right here. So probably for longs, yeah, but not for shorts at all. USO, bullish candle closing on some volumes coming in, guys. Volumes coming in at the lows. So definitely oil should be on your watch this week. Visa, VLO. Okay, VZ is a good one, guys. VZ along with T. So definitely gonna play VZ over T if we get this break. There's a huge consolidation breakdown, should give us an easy 100% play. WBA, I mean, it's okay, don't worry about it. X, let's look at Zoom last and then we're done. Zoom, I think Zoom is gonna dump soon. I have a very good reasons. The reason that I have is it's completed this 5 waves to the upside. Yes, it's dumping soon. So we got this 1 2 3 4, 5. So guys, what happens is when we count these waves, what happens is that sometimes, like 20 to 30% of the time, I would say, price makes this, whenever price correct itself, either it's for downside, it's ABC to the downside, and then price goes to the upside. And then whenever price correct to the upside, let's say we're in a bear market, and then obviously the price is going to correct to the upside in ABC, just like this one, ABC to the upside. But what happens most of the time to trick all the traders is that price moves in impulsive range, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves. To trick all these traders out there, price moves in these five waves instead of 3 waves, to trick all the traders out there that the bottom is in, and then they can buy any dip on it. So any trader, they will, like, they have 5 waves up, buy that dip and is ready for wave 3. But that's a trick that they use to fool all the traders out there. So if you know about it, then you shouldn't even be care about it, because it's gonna low break 116.41 break, and then should give us a nice targets here on the low side. And then if we look at in the RSI, and then we getting some divergence formed on the some negative divergence here when the price is moving to the upside. Clear showing waves waves are 5 waves are up from the lows here, so probably a sell coming soon. So that's about it, guys, for today. Let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions on anything. All right, so I think, can I get thoughts on LLY? Because with to grow small accounts, I mean, what is this chart? What do they do? They cure cancer? I mean, it's just ripping. This thing about to dump. This thing does not look good. I think its time has come pretty soon. On it, huge run, guys, huge run of this lows here, not stopping. So I think this can be next. Weekly has this divergence formed, just like we formed. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly is strong. So monthly is actually forming a divergence here, the first time in a while. So pretty strong. I think the top would be in soon in LLY, and then it's also forming this huge, like, rising wedge, I would say, on the monthly chart. So little upside left on it. I think then we can short it back down. So this is a range that I'll be looking at. 316 is a good range to break to the downside to play. Be careful playing the upside on it. CPI thoughts. I mean, guys, so CPI, even if it is lower than expected, I think market is still gonna dump. First thing is, the economy is not gonna heal itself. The thing is, like, we seeing the rising interest rates, they're rising, and we are seeing the QD happening right now. And then on top of that, we have a lot of supply chain issues, and then which and then we'll know about, because CPI is coming, and then we have GDP data coming also, I think on 27 27 July, and then right after GDP data comes, we have big tech earnings started. I think it's Apple is the first one to report, and then after GDP print, we'll see how those companies are doing, in how the companies are did in this past quarter, and then we'll market will decide in which way it want to move. So I'm expecting a weak earnings, obviously, in most of the names out there, especially the growth stock. That's why they're pumping ahead of the earnings. So the sell off will be brutal after that. So all these growth names, they're not growing in this environment at all. We just think short covering rallies ahead of CPI, ahead of GDP data, ahead of the earnings. So I think they will see some lows pretty soon. So definitely, I would say a big event coming up, in terms of if GDP comes in the negative, then we are kind of officially in recession, and then a lot can change after that. So definitely a big month or event to keep an eye on. How to be a consistent trader, guys? How do you be consistent trader? Be disciplined, guys. Be disciplined in your trade. That's it. The thing is, most traders out there, they have that urge of taking trades every single day. That I want to get into the trade. I need to be in the trade. Don't have that mindset. The levels that I talked about today, like let's say today, like, oh, I have 44 alerts. If Monday, if none of my levels are breaking, and if none of my levels are breaking, I'm not getting into trade. If I don't get any level break, anything, I'm not getting any single trade. I'm only getting a trade if my levels are breaking, if I have a good thesis behind it. you know Most traders out there, they lose on swings. Most of the small account traders in this market, or in any market, say bull market or a bear market, sideways market, they lose on swings. Small account, they swing it, and then without even thinking twice, like, I can swing it at any level. You can't, right? So always I would say that do not, yeah, let chart show you, what you're gonna do next. Do not trade on any anticipation that what's gonna happen next, and then you swing overnight, you average down, and then that's the best way to kill your account. So be disciplined. Wait for your level to break. Do not try to catch the tops and bottoms in everything. Break and retest is a good strategy for a new traders out there. If you wanna starting out, have a small account, because supply and demand trading tops and bottoms is difficult for new traders to trade, especially the supply and demand. So break and retest would be a good way to go for all the small traders out there. And as I use 5 and 8 EMAs on the daily chart, on the 50-minute chart, on everything. As mentioned, I have a whole an hour and a half video breakdown of how I use it, how what my strategy behind it on it. In the education section under premium. Lucid, I think Lucid are looking weak. Yeah, Lucid forms this hammer. So watching this high. So if break this highs, definitely have some highs name on this, and then with the targets of 2185, with the targets of this another target of 2265. So have some targets. I didn't get over crypto, my bad. So BTC, just a sideways action, guys, right now. So nothing, if it's not above this level here, which is like 23,250, right? It's EMA, guys. So it's 250 is a good level to play the upside on crypto. But yeah, longer term is I'm bearish on it. Well, let's say even if crypto goes here, so let's say even crypto goes here to this zone, another big supply here, probably gonna go reject back down from this level. So even if you have a small upside left, but a big dump is also coming on crypto. So these are levels I'm watching to go long on crypto. I mean, I don't trade it much, but here and there, sometimes I have Binance account I made last month, so it is up, I think 240-50% in like 4 or 5 trades. So if I see a good setup again, then I'll just full put it again. But right now, just price is chopping. Um, so all right, guys, I think that's about it for today. And then I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the live trading, on Monday on live trading. So have a good one, everyone, guys. And then guys, keep a watch on Twitter, because I'm gonna post it on Twitter, most likely today or tomorrow. If I don't get time, then definitely Monday morning, because I have a very busy weekend ahead. All right, guys. So I'm gonna take a leave. Love you all. See you guys.